over 600,000 gallons of water is what they said. That's 17 times my pool. So I feel like I would be floating down like Noah's Ark on Castile Road if I had that much water. But they said that and also I asked them why there's a $2.86 cents difference in Cleveland Utilities and Ocoee Utilities. I know that I live in a rural area, but I don't think that the county should be punished for living in the county per se. Um, Water is a natural resource from the Lord above. I'm just paying them for a service to pump it into my house. They're not making the water. So I'm not sure why they feel like I should pay a $5,100. I'm not saying I didn't have a leak or anything. I just didn't. I was asking for help on the $5,129 water bill. And so they told me that I could call a couple of different places. I called those places. They stated that they don't receive a voucher from Ocoee Utilities for some reason. So I called them back today. I'm hoping to get another answer because I told them I just got out of the third board meeting for Ocoee Utilities. They said they were going to look into it. That was just today that I left that. Also, after they read my meter, they charged me another $1,082.50 charge after they had so-called read my meter. And I'm not sure what that was for. After they cut my water off, they still couldn't explain that. They say they don't have a system that Cleveland Utilities does. They say they have I think it's called an AMI, digitally reads it as you drive by. So once they read my meter, I'm not sure why they charged me another $1,082.50 when the water was cut off, and they couldn't answer that today either. Also, I'm charged for an impact fund, which I've asked several of my friends that live in the county also. They are paying for an impact fund. I asked them today what the impact fund was for, and it sounds like it's a charity that goes to Boys and Girls Club. They named off several different things. I'm wondering why I pay an impact fund on my bill, but I don't get any kind of help when I'm impacted by this much of a large water bill. So they couldn't answer that question. So didn't know if you guys could answer, or ladies could answer the question of what's an impact fund? Where does it go to? Besides, like, I'm all about giving to charities. I give to charities all the time. That's not my gripe. My complaint is if I have a over $5,000 water bill, why can't someone help me? They also charged me for a leak protection, which is fine. That did pay $2,500 of the water leak. However, when I signed a contract back in June 15th of 2020, there's not anything on here that states for impact fund, a leak protection, and they also said I could have signed up for another protection. I'm not sure what that was called, that goes from the meter to my house, which would have been an extra $3 charge. So I'm not sure, like, when you sign up with them, why there's not any kind of legalities of check this box if you want this protection, check this if you want to do this. And so I didn't know if anybody could answer those questions for me.
Commissioner Rogers would like to ask you a question.
You answered my question about the relief fund. I was going to ask if you have a copy of your bills.
I have a copy
Invoices.
of everything, yes.
That we
I
could
just got
see.
this today, so I apologize it's not in there. But
I'm a city person, so I know that I've had a leak at my house in the city, and I know that the city of Cleveland Utilities has what you were talking about with the if you have a leak that you're able to get some of that
Correct.
funding back. So, and I didn't hear you say that until the end, so that's where my question comes from.
Yeah.
And you are not a member of or pay the extra funds for the protection from the meter to your house?
I do for the leak protection, but on the contract, if I knew there was another protection, I would have checked that box because I'm all about insurance and keeping up with things like that.
I believe it's called Serve Line is the name of it, if you know.
Well, I called my insurance, my homeowner's insurance,
be-
and they said you have to put that as a separate.
Yeah.
But on Ocoee Utilities, they don't have anything where you can check a box or tell them that you want that protection. If I would have known that was available, that was an extra $10,000, that would have covered the rest of my portion of the bill.
Not to speak on it fully, but most utility districts have that protection that is available through a company, through an insurance. So
Yes.
I didn't know if that was my questions if
Yep.
you had it.
They did have the third party, which is the leak protection on that, which is, I think, is another $2 on the leak protection. However, I just don't know why they have an impact fund charged on my account, but they're not helping me when I'm impacted by a high water bill. I'm confused on that one.
Commissioner Mason.
Melanie, did they check for maybe a bad water meter? Sounds like a bad water meter.
I would hope that would be the case, but they told me that it's my responsibility to pay the large water bill. I'm not arguing that I didn't have a leak. I did have a leak, sir. I had a guy from my church. He came over and graciously dug up my yard and fixed the leak. My concern is for the whole community of, if you're impacted by this such a high, I think everybody here would be upset if you had a 5,000, almost 6,000 with the taxes, $5,596.08. We'd be upset about that. So I didn't know if there was like safeguards that they can do. So Cleveland Utilities, they will call you if you have a leak. Ocoee Utilities does not have that protection. They do not have that. However, they did send me a graph that shows that I was starting to have a leak back in December. Yeah. So I'm thinking, okay, if you can have, with all the technology we have today, you can't flag an account like Cleveland Utilities does and call your customer and help your community out, or just stick somebody with a $6,000 water bill, almost $6,000 water bill.
Go ahead.
It looks like your leak happened on Christmas. That was during the coldest day since 1980 something, I believe. And was it underground? Was it an underground leak or in the house?
Yes, sir. It was in the yard under the ground.
Commissioner Ledford.
Did you notice weakness in your water
I had
pressure?
no loss of pressure.
That's unbelievable. So another question I had, do you have water now?
Yes, sir.
Are you hooked back with Ocoee?
I've been on Ocoee. I have a
Okay.
well, and I'm really contemplating on just hooking up to my well. I just feel like, and every time I go to them, I can't get answers. And it's just, I don't know,
Thank you.
frustrating, I guess. So I was just hoping that you guys could help me. And I don't know if there's some kind of safeguard that we can do to help the community in the rural areas of Bradley County, since they don't have that system. Is there some other kind of thing that they can do to help when you do have an impact of such a high water bill as this?
Commissioner Winters.
What was the duration of time from the time it's evidently started here through January? We're talking about
They're
December?
saying, yes, they're saying
December,
it started
Christmas.
at the end of December, and then my water was actually cut off. They read the meter on the 26th of January.
Okay, they saw it
My
that,
water was cut off on February the 2nd, and that's when I got a call.
okay. So it went through January,
Yes, sir.
December, January. No contact at all from the utilities.
Not until I got my water cut off on the 2nd.
Is there no way utilities know that you're spending, there's gotta be a way
That's what I've been asking. The 3 times I went to the
Okay.
board meeting, and I'm like, if we don't have a system
Okay.
that flags an account,
Okay.
like Cleveland Utilities, how can you charge somebody
right.
a bill of this magnitude?
And who do you talk to at that utility?
Mr. Lawson, Tim
Is there
Lawson.
a customer relations person that takes your case and works
I'm
with that, or
assuming he's the president.
He's number
He's the
one.
president.
He's the one over it, yes.
And what does he say? Good luck, girl.
Pretty much, it's my responsibility. I should have seen the water leak. I said, I'm sorry. I didn't notice my yard was wet
Did you ask
since it
him?
rained for
did you-
3 months straight.
Did you ask him how could you know that there was a water leak?
did.
If you were getting full water all the time?
Yep.
Why they
I'm
keep
not-
sending water to you? Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner
sure, sir.
Thompson.
Down through the years, I've had problems all along with people that's had high bills. I've had them, the this is the highest, I guess. I had one time was $2,500. And of course, they had a gravity pump that pumped it up a hill and it went bad or something happened there. But here, you know, Cleveland Utilities has the technology to tell you when you have a leak or not. Ocoee Utility does not have that. Hopefully, one day they will have. But that's not helping right now when it's coming. Of course, the insurance helps a lot. It helped $2,500, I believe. And I took Melanie up there. We talked to him one day, and I've talked to him since. And hopefully, I don't know if they told you at the board meeting or not, that hopefully they'll have some more help for you. And but I'm gonna carry on with that and make sure. And they did tell me that, and I will go to them and ask them that again if they can help you anymore. And of course, if I had a 5,000 water bill, I'd have to leave the county. I never would get it paid. But
I'm just
anyway,
confused
that's,
on how they can charge somebody when they don't have a system, is, you know,
Yeah.
that
They-
Cleveland Utilities does.
They have a system where they can go by without getting out and reading your meter now, but they can read it. They can read it by just by satellite, I guess, or whatever.
And then when
Okay.
they sent me the graph, I thought, okay, well, that's a start. Like, could there not be some kind of computerized thing in the system that would flag that account where
Right.
they could have called me in December instead of or February the 2nd when they cut my water off and told me that I'm going to have a really high water bill. I used over almost 700,000 gallons of water.
That's hard to believe, and I've seen some big leaks. But anyway, I'd like the commission. I don't know what we can do, but they do have a board that controls them, I guess, and Tim is over that water company. But they do have a board that, and Melanie's been to those board meetings, and so I think maybe that I want to help her some more if I can. I want to help her try to get some more if I can help her, and in the future maybe something like this won't happen again to somebody else. And if it happened once, it could happen again. So I just think we as a commission can voice their opinion.
Commissioner Winters, got a,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, and Howard, you may know this, how many Bradley Countyans have water from this group?
8,000.
What would be the number of
It's all
Bradley
in
counties?
in the 4th district and the 6th district.
You got a figure about how many people there are?
8,000 in the Ocoee Utility District, or 8,100. It was right around 8,000.
I think it would be appropriate to have a letter sent from this commission saying in response to this request and the 8,000 plus people that are Bradley Countyans that are receiving this water, that board take a look at remediate this figure as best they can.
They told me that was the comptroller and they wouldn't do anything about it. I called the comptroller also.
But have they gotten a letter from the county commission?
Yeah. I would
I mean,
really appreciate that.
I don't think
I don't think they have.
no, we have not sent a letter to them.
No,
We
that was-
will if it's,
that was
if one of the 4th district
That was a
commissioners will put it
rhetorical
on the agenda. Will you
I
put it on
appreciate
the
that.
I'll
agenda?
put it on the
You'll
agenda
put it-
to send them a letter.
And they said this only happens a couple of times a year, so I'm thinking,
I've had
Since I
several
pay.
people that's actually called me and said that their water bill was $1,000 and that they had a water leak and we had gotten contact with them and they had helped them out somehow. And they had to pay $1,000 way more than five, so
oh, yeah,
they may have made them pay 500 half, like you said.
yeah.
But still, it's a lot of money.
I was just asking for a little help. They gave me two numbers, the Carrying Place and Bradley Cleveland Services, which they kind of went back and forth and said that I would have to call them and Sethra also.
We will get them a letter.
Yes, thank you,
Sent
sir.
out.
Laura, you're not gonna be busy. Go ahead, Howard, anything else?
Did Bill have
through?
something?
Huh?
Did Bill have something?
No,
Mr.
Okay.
Chairman.
But anyway, I'd like for the commission to do that.
We will.
As a
Put it on-
whole.
You're gonna, Commissioner Gilbert put it on the agenda. Commissioner Rogers,
Commissioner Ledford was trying to get recognized.
Mr. Ledford.
Yes, I was just gonna ask, ma'am, how much do you owe still?
$3,777.
That's a 1 month bill, right? 1 month?
That's after the insurance paid the 2,500.
I mean, this bill is from 1 month.
Yes, sir.
That's your total that you owe, though, is $3,777. That's all you owe, correct? Well, of course. your
Unless they
next-
charge me the late fees and the
Well,
taxes.
let's hope they don't.
So, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Any more questions? We'll
Yeah,
get that letter from the
I
commission.
didn't know if the county attorney was here, because like I was gonna ask on where I signed up for the water bill
Uh-huh.
for service with them, how they can not place on there, like, the boxes where you check and you initial buy if you want the leak protection, because I would have had the other protection had I had the opportunity to know about that. I had no idea that I could get another service to pay the insurance from my leak, from the
Right.
meter to the home. So I didn't know about that, how they can do that, and how they can put the impact fund on there when it's not even on their contract that you sign. That was my other question.
Lori,
Legal.
could we get that, an answer on that from the county attorney, probably? So anyway, we're gonna send a letter
Okay,
from the commission,
thank you.
and, we'll try our best to follow up on that and see what, and see why you didn't have that leak protection on your contract or didn't know anything about it.
I appreciate that.
And,
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for
Thank you.
coming.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. All right, Commissioner Thompson, you're still on board, sir.
I've said enough.
I don't know about you, someone else talking on your behalf. Commissioner Goins, sir. Kim, as I told the last lady, you have 5 minutes, and then at the end of the 5 minutes, if your sponsor, and that being Commissioner Goins, asks more time for you to finish, that will be probably approved unless someone objects. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm Kim Turner. I'm the owner of 5 Star Waste. We pick up residential garbage service and recycling services in the county. And we provide services at a very inexpensive rate. I think right now some residents have had some issues with some dropping their garbage off at some of the drop-off center at the landfill has gone up quite a bit. So we just wanted to let people know that we do exist. We pick up all in the county, all of Bradley County and in McDonald and Old Fort and several areas, but all over Bradley County that we pick up service. We have routes that run through the area. It's a very inexpensive service. We don't limit them to just the trash container. We pick up extra boxes, bags, other garbage cans as well. So we just wanted to kind of introduce ourselves and let you know that the service is available, and it's for all residents of the county. All they have to do is give us a call. We don't require upfront money or anything like that. We just bill them for the service. We don't charge them delivery fees to bring out the container, and they don't have to come to us to pick up the container. We deliver it for them for free. So service is really super easy to sign up for, and just wanted to let the community know that we do exist and we're there and we're there for them. Provide services whenever they need it. Like I said, the recycling service is something that we are doing as well. We do have a small percentage of customers that are utilizing that service as well.
Anyone have any questions? Mr. Ledford.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yes, ma'am. How many customers do you have in Bradley County?
Almost 5,000.
5,000?
Mm-hmm.
Is that $17 a month? Is that correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay. You pick up no matter what, how many bags? It doesn't matter how many. You just pick up once a week, 17 a month. That's pretty cheap.
And there are some large items we offer special pickup service for, such as mattresses, couches, refrigerators, large items.
Extra charge, of
Yes,
course.
yes,
Okay.
And that's a
Commissioner
reasonable extra
Slater.
charge that we can add on.
Okay, thank you.
And where do you dispose of the waste that you pick up?
Bradley County.
Thank you.
Commissioner Thompson.
I thank you for coming here, but I don't think as a commission we can advertise businesses.
Oh, no, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm,
and that's, and Mr. Chairman, I'd just like to pass that on. That's just something that we don't, it's not being rude, it's just the fact everybody could come up here and had a new business, won't advertise for them. We can't do that.
no, we just had a lot of people that didn't know garbage service existed near the landfill, because they've been dropping it off at the drop-off list. Let them know there are options available.
Very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Commissioner Goins, you're still on.
I believe that's it.
Commissioner Slater.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good luck tomorrow to Walker Valley High School baseball team. I think they're playing in the state championship tomorrow, so good luck to them.
Oh, it's not Bradley, it's Walker Valley.
That's what I said was Walker Valley,
Oh.
I think. And then congratulations to Commissioner Collins' daughter. I think she had a very successful tennis career this year. Congratulations to her.
Yay.
And also, this is National EMS Week. And as we celebrate EMS Week, I'd like to extend my appreciation to all of the brave paramedics, emergency medical technicians, and first responders that we have in our community. Your service and dedication to saving lives make you nothing short of heroes in our community. From accidents to emergencies, you are always there to provide critical care and support to those in need. Your expertise and professionalism are a testament to your unwavering commitment to the field of emergency medicine. So thank you for stepping out in our times of need. And if you see any of these Bradley County EMS employees around this week, whether you be stopping to get gas somewhere or eating, thank them for the job that they do each and every day to respond to each and every one of us in our desperate times of need. And that's all I have, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Mason.
Thank you, Chairman Cry. The road committee will meet at 9 a.m. May 30th here in the commission room. I talked to State Representative Dan Howell on Friday. He's going to have 5 or 6 TDOT representatives here at the road committee meeting. Senator Adam Lowe will be here. I think the more state folks we get involved in this and come to the table as commissioners and request and ask for this light at Walker Valley, I think better chances we have. But I encourage all the county commissioners to come out next Tuesday, 9 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you. The safety issue at Walker Valley has been ongoing ever since I've been elected, and TDOT has previously done a study. That's why we have the flashing light up there now, but it hasn't solved the issue because there was a young lady student that almost died in a recent car crash there. Commissioner Ledford.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 6th District is doing well, and that is all I have, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Hey, Commissioner Rogers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have nothing to report tonight. I've been traveling for the past 2 weeks, living in a hotel in Sylva, North Carolina for work, but got to come back tonight and thankful to be with you guys. But I do want to say congratulations to my daughter, Violet. She is graduating kindergarten tomorrow, so that is not just to see you guys, but that is the main reason that I'm back in town this week. So just want to say congratulations to Vi. That's all, sir.
Great. Family comes first, sir. Been my experience. All right, we have no agenda items. Communication from the audience. Is there anyone that would like to speak before the commission? Fine. We have the next meeting is the voting session Monday, June the 5th at 7 p.m. Upcoming events, county offices are closed in observance of Memorial Day holiday on May the 29th. Road Committee, May the 30th at 9 a.m. in the Commission Room. Legislative Town Hall with Senator Adam Lowe, May the 30th at 6 p.m. Cleveland State George Johnson Cultural Heritage Center. Friday Festival, June the 2nd at 7 p.m. First Street Square. Finance Committee, June the 5th, that might have been changed to June the 8th, I don't know. At 11:30 a.m. in the